Hello? Hi? Okay. Hi, guys. This is Miss G for AP HuG. Um, Today I'm going to be going over how to do your weekly MyMaps assignment on Google My Maps. So if you ever need a reference, just go back to this. Let's just go ahead and start. I am going to share my screen. First, let's take a quick look at hopefully everybody can see this. The instructions. So the objective of this assignment, of this weekly assignment, is to tie in the things that we're learning in AP HuG with our local environment here in Miami, or with our family histories, or with our own personal histories. So every single week you're going to have a prompt, and then your task is to answer the prompt using geomarkers on MyMaps. So this is going to be your MyMaps, My Miami kind of journal. Today we're just going to do a little sample so you get kind of an idea of what to expect. If you have any technical difficulties, please let me know. Things that you need to know. This is graded for completion. As long as you do it, you do get the credit, but you will only do it if you add 2 geomarkers and if you answer in 3 to 5 full grammatically correct sentences. So let's take a look at this week's prompt. This week's prompt is: every year we get this long weekend in the United States to celebrate, and actually Canada too. United States and Canada. I'm actually going to add that right now. And Canada, to celebrate Labor Day and the contributions that laborers have made in this country. Here's a little link to a video. You can learn more about Labor Day. Today, our job is to select 2 geographic markers that indicate spaces where laborers or laborers in your life have worked or have had an influence on you. So think work, think workers. How has labor shaped your life in any way, shape, and form? You're going to add them to your AP HuG MyMaps journal, and these markers may include places that you work, that your parents work, that family members work, construction sites, people, like, where is work present in your life and in the life of your community members. So examples, you can talk about a local union, you can talk about a construction site, your family member's place of work, your own place of work, etc. So first thing that I'm gonna do, sharing is paused. Okay, better there. Stop share. Okay, technical difficulties. I'm going to reshare. Period. I am screen sharing. Okay, cool. Hopefully you can see this. Okay, you go to mymaps.google.com. Create a new map. Create. Whoa. Mail formed? What? We love this for me. Create. There we go. If that happens to you, let me know. Okay, untitled map. First things first, you're gonna name this whatever you really want, as long as it's AP HuG weekly journal. You can also make it like my Miami journal. Hi, Miss G. Here are my weekly assignments. All you have to do is just kind of update that so I know who you're talking about. Something else that you can do if you want to, can change the base map. So if you want it to look like this, if you want it to look like that, whatever your heart desires, I'm absolutely fine with. I might make the requirement different depending on what we're learning in the class. But for right now, all you need to know is there you go. Okay, so for today, for this week's, first of all, we're going to change this layer. This layer is going to be for this week. We're going to organize it by layer. So this one is due on September 2nd, so I'm just going to make this layer September 2nd. Cool. I actually want my base map to be a whitewater. That's pretty. So when I think of labor and my relationship to labor in the city, I obviously think that of my own place of work, which is Alonzo and Tracy Morning Senior High School. And what I'm gonna do with this city is this place is I'm going to add it to my map. So I searched for Alonzo and Tracy Morning Senior High School. I added it to my map, and it'll automatically go under this first layer until I add a new layer. And then I clicked the edit button. In this edit button, I'm going to add ATM is my place of work and therefore my place most associated with labor in Miami, as I am one of the building's union stewards. It is my responsibility to think about labor and power. Maybe if you're like, how do I get to 3 or 4 sentences? You can just be like, one question that I have about labor in this city or in North Miami Beach is how it is related to city politics and the history of regulation in NMB. 3 sentences, you need 3 to 5. Then you're just gonna click save. And then when I click on your little thingamabobber, I'm going to see that you wrote this. A second place, I can also like change the little, I like red, so I'm just gonna make this red. My other place is obviously my union, teachers update. I'm gonna search for it, and then I'm gonna go ahead and add to map. It's gonna go right under my layer, like I've already said. I'm just gonna make this the same color because I can. I would do the same thing. I would hit the edit button. I would add stuff. If you want to add a photo, let's say you are thinking of, well, Miss G, I work at Ulta. So you would type in the Ulta nearest to you. You would add that Ulta. If you want to add a selfie of you working at Ulta, you can add on this little camera. You can insert a link. You can insert a photo. If you're like, I'm not sure. I don't personally work, but my parent works in this community as a blank. I don't know. And maybe you live in Sunny Isles. Maybe you live in North Miami Beach, wherever you live. Make it local, but at the same time, I would like this to be a little bit more Miami centric. Notwithstanding, if you're like, actually, the way labor is most present in my life is actually the labor my parent does outside of this country. That's valid too. As long as we're relating it back to the prompts. I prefer you tying it to Miami, but as long as you're answering the prompt, that is my #1 priority. And then when you are done, and I can go to your little thing and blah, 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 you are just going to click share. You're going to see anyone with this link can view. All you have to do is view, and you're going to copy the link. You're going to copy the link. And then on Schoology, so I don't have Schoology open, but I'm sure I can. Schoology. Of course, I have the teacher view, but on Schoology, once it's gonna make me log in. But on Schoology, you're just gonna copy paste that link onto the weekly assignment. You really only have to copy the link once, but I will be creating an assignment weekly to share the prompts with you. If you have any questions, again, as we add more layers, it'll like this will be next week's layer, and you can change up the colors and you can play around. No, so what's 9 plus 7? Well, let's make that the 8th, only because Labor Day is a day off of school. And that'll be the places that you add to for the next prompt that you'll have. And if you want to do, if you could preview it, this is what your little map looks like. And then I'll go here and I'll see your descriptions and the address. And if you add a photo, I'll be able to see the photo. But slowly but surely, you're going to be making kind of your own map of what is significant to you across the city. And then you can zoom in and zoom out, and we'll add markers and we'll add relationships between these places. Like already, my union headquarters are very far from my actual place of work. So this is how it looks to me when you share the link with me. And that's your weekly assignment. If you have any questions, as always, I'm an email away. And if you need anything from me, I'm around. Ba-dum-ba-ba-ba-bum. Let me stop. And yeah, see you soon.